Hi guys, Ann here, and today we have a little walk and talk. I'm just walking. I'm at the park right now, and I'm just walking a little bit looking. I'm going to show you how in Jersey, today's October 1st, and I'm going to show you how pretty like the leaves are changing and stuff, because I know some people in different states, you don't have the season changing, and I think sometimes people that do have the seasons and stuff, we take it for granted. So, you know, because that's just what we're used to, or we think everybody sees this. So let me just show you, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm vlogging today. Boy, do I have a story to tell you. Oh boy. So, are you zoomed in? Yeah. So those are, I'm going to back up. Watch me bust my ass. So do you see how beautiful the leaves are? I mean, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I got the cheap selfie stick today. So I live in South Jersey. So here we go. So I'm at the city park here. All right, so I'm just gonna walk a little bit, and then this is where like that graffiti wall is. So I'm gonna take you guys to the graffiti wall. I love it, and just see if anything changed or anything. I'm just looking across here. Look, let me show you. I mean, let me zoom in. Isn't it pretty, like across the way, just the trees and stuff. All right, so let me tell you what happened to me today. My son, Isaiah, tried to prank me. Well, he did prank me because he got me good, but I was the one with the last laugh. And I feel bad. The prank that I did to get him back, I probably shouldn't have. I kind of feel bad now. But I got $100 out of the deal. So, let me tell you what happened. You guys know I am petrified of mice and snakes, okay? I am a true city girl, all right? And when I say that, like, you know, when I say city girl, I live more city living is what I mean when I say that. Like, my streets and blocks away, we don't have the houses which have the driveway. It's street parking, and I'm very lucky to have a back alley where we have back parking and, you know, stuff like that. More urban, I guess you can say. I don't know. Anywho, get to the point. But also, if you notice where I live, there's water all around. And even behind my house is water, right? And so, you know, sometimes you can get like field mice that come in as the weather's changing or what have you. I mean, we don't get it all the time, but once in a while, yeah, you might see a little mouse here and there. You know, let's just keep it real. And so, my kids like to really prank me. First of all, they also like to gang up and crackle me. So, you know, I tell you, like, I don't know if you guys realize, but I am the only white person that lives in my house, you know? And so they like to joke around. Like, let me give you an example. Let's say it's dark in the house or whatever, and, you know, one of the kids will say, well, just get mom around. She could be our flashlight, you know, because I'm so pale. And we all laugh. It's funny. I joke back with them. You know what I mean? It's just joking. You know, they think it's funny. They team up and stuff. I always like to show you because just to see how beautiful this is. So I'm going through the bridge, and look how pretty this is. I'm not going to go too far in the back. I don't have my protection on me. I have some, but not the real protection, if you know what I mean. So I don't want to walk too far. I just want to show you this scenery. So I'm going to turn around now since I don't have everything I need on me. Anywho, get to the point, Ann. I got to learn that. I'm learning. So I get up in the morning and make my coffee. Okay? And I'm looking, so every night I wash the dishes, okay? And then after they dry, because I don't have a dishwasher, I put the dishes away, you know, so I have one of those dish racks, right? And so on that same counter is where my coffee maker is. And I'm making my coffee, waiting, and I just happen to look at the dish drain, and we have like one of those clearish white ones, and I see like on the bottom, I see these brown things, look like mice poop. And I go, what the you know, this is the first thing I'm thinking. So I'm like, are you kidding me? I take the whole dish drain thing and I throw it outside in the big trash can. And then I'm taking Clorox bleach and I'm wiping everything. And I'm like, where the hell are they coming from? And you know, mice, like a mouse, as they're running, they're peeing. So they pee on everything. It's gross and disgusting. So then I'm looking, I happen to look at the floor because we have like the white tiles, like the white flooring in the kitchen. I see, again, what I thought was mouse poop. I'm like, what in the hell? Did they have a party last night? Like, what's going on? Because, like, you would only see maybe one here and there, too. But I'm like, is this a whole family? I look on my counter, and I see it more. Now, all the stuff, it was just in the kitchen. So now I'm looking in the dining room, like, so we have carpet, and I'm looking on the dining room, like, the floor, like, do I see anything? How the hell? I didn't even know mice can climb up here, but where are they coming from? Or, like, what? Okay. I am, like, literally almost in tears as I'm cleaning things up. Like, I was literally getting ready to call the people that come in and spray your house and all that for, like, mice, or if you have roaches or anything. What is it? Not Western Union. I forget what it's called. So, the pest control. And so Isaiah comes downstairs, and he has a smirk on his face. He's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, there's a family of mice in here, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like throwing stuff away, and I'm like cleaning, like, oh my God, I'm getting grossed out because I'm trying to clean the poop up with the paper towel and then bleaching everything. I thought I was going to pass out with the fumes, right? And he starts laughing. Dang it, my shoe's untied. Hold on, let me put this down. Tie my shoe. And he's like laughing. And I'm thinking, I say, that's not funny. I was like, there must be more than one, or unless this has a bowel problem or something. And Isaiah's laughing even harder. And I'm like, Isaiah, it's not funny. I was like, I had to throw the dish thing. He was like, you threw it away? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, where is it? I was like, in the outside trash can, right? And I'm like, I'm getting ready to throw all this stuff away. I was like, let me go ahead and clean all this up. And like, I'm telling you, he couldn't stop laughing. And I'm getting mad now. And I'm like, Isaiah, this is not funny. Thank God I didn't see him. I was scared I was going to find a mouse. Like, I'm opening the cabinets on the bottom. Like, oh my God, you know, whatever. I am the type, I'm going to keep it real. If I opened up, like, where I keep my pots and pans, and I seen, like, mouse poop or something in the pan, I would just throw it out and buy a new one. I know you can clean it and all that, but I can't help myself. And he said, Mom, he was like, I pranked you. That's not mouse poop. I said, what is it? He goes, it's the chocolate sprinkles. You know, like on an ice cream cone, you can get like the rainbow or chocolate. I go, no, it's not. And so he opens up the cabinet, and he had the sprinkles behind. And he shows me, he's like, Mom, I promise. And I was like, well, you better give me money to replace the things I threw away. And that's not funny. And like, I'm mad because, you know, like, I'm relieved, but I'm mad. And I'm thinking to my head, okay, how can I get his ass back? Because like, he's steady laughing about it. I mean, that was a good prank. That was a good prank. That was a good one. But I can't let him know that. So as I'm arguing and yelling at him, you know, his face turns, you know, because I don't get mad too much and talking the way that I was talking and stuff. So I go to the dining room and I go like this. Hold on, I'm gonna put the tripod up so you can see me, so you can see exactly how I did. I'm gonna reenact it. Hold on. I forgot I have the selfie stick that only goes so high. You don't have the real tall one. It's more for like, it turns into a tripod. You get it at Five Below. It's more for like, put it on a desk or a table or something like that. So, but anyway, just picture this now. Let me see how far. And I go, oh God, like this, right? And I'm acting. He goes, Mom, you all right? And I'm like, oh no, I'm getting chest pains. And I'm like, I said, oh God. I go, oh, look at the squirrels. Okay, ADD. I need you to get my heart medicine. He goes, what do you need? I was like, the Lasix. I was like, he was like, Mom, are you all right? And I'm like, no. I was like, I need to sit down. And I'm like, gosh, I'm sweating. And now he's getting very nervous. And he's like, Mom, I'm so sorry. He was like, it was just a joke. And I'm like, I'm not feeling good. I think I need to go lay down. And I'm like, oh. And I could see the fear in his face, like he was getting ready to cry. So I couldn't do it any longer. And I was like, I got you. And he got so mad. He went up them steps and he like closed the door. He didn't slam it or nothing. But I'm like, how the hell are you going to get mad when you started the prank? You know? But, you know, I guess it's getting very windy. Like I said, it's supposed to rain. But let me show you. Let me finish what I'm saying, and I'll show you the graffiti wall. And like I said to him, I'm like, How the hell are you going to get mad when you pranked me? And here's the thing. I understand I probably went a little too far because I did have a heart attack and I have heart issues. And I'm really the only one close they have left. And it scared them. But how the hell do you think it scared the hell out of me when I thought I had a whole family of mice in my kitchen? So he goes upstairs and then he comes down and he gives me $100. And I was like, I said, I don't need this much. I was like, literally 20 bucks is enough. And he's like, no, take it. I'm like, fine. So guess what I did? Right before I start vlogging, I went to Wendy's and got me a Wendy's salad. I know, I can't help it. I love Wendy's salad. Now, I am going grocery shopping tomorrow because we have another storm coming. So I really should go today, but I just don't feel like it. And I'm only going to walk a little bit around here and then go in the car because I don't want to get my ankle hurt. And I do have a ace bandage on. But yeah, tell me about that. I was like, I know he didn't get mad because I got him back, but he started it. I had the last laugh. And then I'm the one feeling bad. But I got $100 out of it. So, you know what? That is a good prank. If you want to prank somebody, go ahead and get those sprinkles, the chocolate sprinkles. And I would have died if they had a fake mouse or something like that. That's what they really should have did. Had like some type of fake mouse. I don't know. I probably would have had a heart attack then. All right, so that is my day for today. That's my story for today. All right, let me show you the graffiti wall real quick. So there we go. Isn't it? I say it all the time how beautiful it is. I just love it. I think it's so pretty and people are so talented. But I told you guys really why I love this wall so much. It just reminds me of my mom. My mother could draw her butt off. She used to, when she was healthier and younger, she used to draw murals and different things and people would pay her. I mean, she had the gift. When I was younger, like kindergarten, first grade, and we had projects, she would do my projects for me. And the teachers, oh my God, like they fell in love with my projects and stuff. So, there we go. And some of them would even ask my mom if they can keep it and keep it in their classroom. I mean, that's how talented my mother was. Heard a noise, I know it's a squirrel. I hope. It better not be a snake. But yeah, so I did not get that gift. I did not get that gift. Now, all three of my kids can draw. They're pretty good drawers, but nothing like my mom. Guys, it's really beautiful. I think it's about 70 degrees. It's a little windy with like a breeze, but it's like humid, you know? Or I'm just out of shape and I'm walking and sweating. But anyway, but yeah, that's really, you know, that's been happening. Yesterday, I made my vlog and put it up. I talked about like what happened with, you know, my friend and all that type of stuff. And I wasn't aware that September was Suicide Awareness Month. I had no idea until you guys told me, and I looked it up. I'm like, really? And so I'm glad, like I put it out September 30th. How weird is that? That's why I say God always shows you a sign. And I know there's some people that can't watch that because they had a family member or something like that. I totally get it. But my thing is like, just mental health is very important. And when people are saying, guys, it's my mental health, I can't handle this, I can't take it. You just don't know. You don't know. And that's what, just back off. It's better backing off than something really bad happening. You know what I mean? Because it's not worth it. Especially like when I see, I know I'm bringing this up, but like when I see YouTube drama, nothing with me, I'm just talking in general. And some people go so low. And it's like, you see somebody else like, oh, I don't want to do this, my mental health. And they just keep going, like they laugh about it. You should never laugh about somebody's mental health. I don't care who you are. It's not funny. And if somebody was like, guys, I can't do it, like let it go. It's not worth it because we're all strangers on the internet. I don't believe in people that go real life. On any side, I don't think it's right. I don't think you should look people up, dox them because of safety issues. I tell people this all the time. This is the issue when it almost happened to me. The problem is, it's not that I think that person is going to come to Jersey and find me. What if there's somebody that could be obsessed or just wants to meet you or what have you, and they see that and they see the address and it's the people that live near you. right? Like people, most of the people know what city I live in or around. And I've had people that live in my area, you know, was like, oh, I know where that's at. Now, what if they say, I need to sit down for a minute. My ankle's starting to hurt. Now, what if they see that and they're like, oh, she lives on Main Street. I don't know. I'm just making a thing up. Well, they know where Main Street is. And so they just go up and down looking. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's where, like, you have to be careful at. You just don't know. And if you are the one who doxes, and then if something happens to that person, you could be held accountable for that, you know? So you just have to be careful. How you doing? So you know what I mean? Like, so you just have to be careful. That's all I say about that. Because I know people dox and do all that because they want to, like, get to them. But you just never know what can happen. And like, and then I see like so much hate, and it's like, how can you hate? You could dislike people. Hate? Hate? That's a strong word. So anybody on the internet? I don't hate anybody on the internet. Do you know what I'm saying? And I mean, people talk about other people's children, even if they're adults. Kids are off limits. Like, I see so much hypocritical stuff. For instance, if somebody, one of their friends, if somebody was talking about their kids, even if they're adults, I've seen this, where a group of people will say, keep that, let's say her name is Sally, and somebody is talking about Sally's adult kids, or gonna dox them, or what have you. And, you know, their friends are like, kids are off limits, even if they're adults. You don't blah, 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 right? But then they turn around and talk about somebody's adult kids. It's like, or they support somebody that talks about somebody's adult kids. I'll never understand it. Like, it's crazy. And you just don't know what it can do to somebody's mental health, you know? Remember I came here that last time and I was like, I should bring my weed whacker. Look at this. So it's all overgrown and stuff. How you doing? But it's so pretty. I love it. Love it. I don't see the geese. I got the duck food in my car. I got it at PetSmart, but I don't see it. So I don't even know why I brought that up. See, sometimes I get myself in trouble, and when I'm editing, I'll take some things out because it's like I never have nothing. Like, I knew I was going to tell you about the prank my son tried. Well, he did prank me, but like I knew I was going to talk about that. But sometimes I'm just like talking. And then one conversation leads to another, and it's like, oh, now I just made like a drama video, and I didn't mean it to turn out that way. But I do feel these things, like, I think it goes too far and it messes with people's mental health, and you just don't know if somebody can end up in the hospital or something even worse. And, you know, just be careful. That's all. So that is that. I think I'm going to do one more lap and then go in the car and eat my salad. Look at these leaves. It looks like my backyard again. I think South Jersey is so beautiful. I think I'm going to head to the car. I want my salad. It's very, very beautiful. I love living here. I love the area that I live in, as far as I'm so close to other states. Like Delaware, I can get in 45 minutes. I can get to Philly, well, you know, Pennsylvania, but Philly, I can get there in 45 minutes. I can get to Atlantic City in the same time. I can get to New York, you know, going through the Lincoln Tunnel. I can get there in 2.5 hours, like Manhattan. I mean, there's so many places that I can get to easy in under an hour, and it's nice. And I don't know, I'm very blessed. But I don't go to these places a lot because sometimes we take it for granted. Like I was saying earlier, it's like, well, I know I can get to Atlantic City in 40 minutes, so anytime I want to go to the casino, and then I ain't been there in years. It's so, you never know what's going to happen. Like when we had Hurricane Sandy, that messed up so many of like the boardwalks and different things. But a lot of the family-owned businesses, since I was a little kid, got destroyed, and people just didn't have the money to rebuild. Like the arcades and, you know, this, all that. It's sad. So you just never know. So, you know, I don't want to, like, I got to get out of that and, like, travel and do things, you know. All right, let me go ahead and get in the car, and I'll be back. All right, let me get some hand sanitizer on and stuff really quickly. Oh my God, I got a chip all over my shirt. All right, hold on. Gosh, I love the way this smells. All right, let me turn the air conditioner on. All right, this is the tripod that I had. You can get this right at Five Below. You know, you just open this up. It's a selfie stick slash tripod. So you put it on, you know, it goes like that. And then you can, it doesn't go very far, but far enough. And then right here, you can open it up to make like a little tripod, you know. But it's not very tall if you want to stand up or, you know, what have you. But it's does the job if you just want to walk and talk or like do what I do for $5, you know. I got my water right here. And I went to Wendy's and got my salads. Right here, I'll show you what it looks like. I've showed you before. And I love the salad dressing. This is the Caesar dressing. Did they give me a fork? Yes. Okay, I was about to say. I don't like croutons. They give croutons. I hate croutons. My daughter loves them. I hate them. All right, so it looks like this. And basically, for $8 is like $8.52, I think it came to, because this is the only thing that I got. And you basically just have lettuce and chicken, and then like the cheese, Parmesan cheese or whatever, but that's it. Now, I can go to ShopRite and get this and get it a lot cheaper and have a whole bunch left over. I know that, but I got $100 today, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to treat myself to a salad. I only use like half. Enough just to put like a little seasoning, like a little taste, but I don't use a lot of salad dressing anymore. Like, look at that. I still have all that left. Just enough to like put a little flavor. I don't even know what you can see because of the sun. But yeah, so I don't use a lot. I just realized they didn't give me any napkins. I always keep napkins in the car. All right, I'm going to finish eating this so I'm not rude, and then I'll come back. All right, so I didn't eat all of it. I don't eat like the whole salad at once, so I still have quite a bit left, but I'm full. So, and then I'll eat this like later on for my snack. I'm looking, oh, let me get my hand sanitizer again. I'm looking, and this family just pulled up. It's 4:09, so like the kids are out of school, and they're playing. I love to see kids play, like, because you don't see it anymore. Like, you just don't see kids. Like here, we have this park, and even when I'm vlogging, do you guys see kids that much? No. It's crazy. Nowadays, kids, they want to, when they get home from school, I mean, yeah, you have homework and all that, but like after your homework, they want to play on the game or watch TV or the internet or YouTube or what have you, TikTok, I guess, you know, all that stuff, and they're not outside playing. So I love that when I still see families, especially when I see just the mother out with their kids. It's nice to see, it really is. But other than that, nothing's really been going on. Yesterday, Lexi was off of work, and she made spaghetti. You know, it was quick and easy. I'm like, okay, because she enjoys cooking, and she does everything homemade. Like, so she makes her sauce homemade, everything, and she's just practicing. And so I'm like, yeah, she'll go to the store, she'll go right to ShopRite and get the stuff. And so when she said she's making spaghetti, I'm like, Lexi, she was like, well, I only spent $50. I'm like, for one meal, you only? That's a nice thing when you don't have kids or really responsibilities, you know, and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it was only $50. I'm like, okay. But she got, and I'm like, Lexi, we have this and we have this, but you know, she's a good kid, you know. Like the other day, she got her car detailed, and I'm like, dang, how much does it cost for that? She said she either said $320 or $350. I said, oh my God, how'd they clean it with their tongue? Like, what the heck? And she was like, well, they shampooed it and everything. And I'm like, you couldn't do that yourself? $350. I said, I would have cleaned it for you. But, you know, I mean, I'm glad that they, you know, they have that and they do it and they enjoy it. Because I'm like, as soon as you start having kids or, you know, you have a house and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, and I just try to keep telling my kids, just make sure you save your money. Save some money, because you always want something for a rainy day, or if your car breaks down or something happens, that you have that, you know. And I try to encourage them to go travel and go on vacations and different things, because, you know, I mean, it's not hard once you start having kids, but it's harder, you know. So yeah, that's basically it. I vlogged yesterday. I don't know if you call it a vlog. It was more like I was just outside talking. And then I was spending time with Lexi. And then, I need to start filming for my other channel. I've been really in a funk since Friday, to be honest with you. Like with that stuff that happened, I told you, and yesterday, and it just, I don't know, it really made me think, like, life is so short, we're not promised tomorrow, and even though this is my livelihood, this is how I make money, let's keep it real, so it's like a job for me, you know, but I don't want to give up that quality time. You know, it's quality, not quantity, you know, with my children, because I know sooner or later they're going to end up moving out and different things, and I'll still see them, but it's different. And so I just want to, as they're aging, I just want to spend as much time with them. You know, Lexi is, you know, she wants to be a traveling nurse, and so sometimes you go for 3 months to another state and stuff. I mean, it's great money, but you know, so I won't see her as much. And Isaiah, he wants to move, I think he said to Seattle or something like that. He just loves he's never even been there. But so, I mean, I can't stop him. He's 20, he'll be, you know, but you know, so that's why I'm saying I just enjoy spending time with them. And it's very nice because you don't really see adult kids too often wanting to still spend time with their mother instead of going out with their friends. I mean, like with the football game, Tyler is 28 years old. You would think he would go hang out with his friends. No, he enjoys first of all, he thinks it's funny. They laugh at me because how I am with sports. So I think that's where he gets his entertainment at. But like, I mean, there are times he goes with his friends, you know, they have like football parties and different things, but like, he'd rather sit with me and watch football, you know, or what have you. And that's nice. You know, you don't see that too often, you know. So Nala goes to the vet Thursday. I had to think, yeah, today's Tuesday, right? I'm very worried about Nala because she is starting to limp a lot. Now not just her shoulder, I could see her hips. And I could just see sometimes she'll go downstairs. I mean, when she's outside, she'll just like lay in the ground. Usually she would come up on the step. And I know the ground's cooler and different things, but Nala's never done that. Like, she'll just sit there and lay. And so I'm going to get like full blood work, full everything, and see what's going on. I'm very, very, very worried. I mean, she's still eating and drinking. She's eating more. But you know your animals, and I can see a difference. And she's still pretty young. I mean, she's not very young. She's 9. She just turned 9 in September 12th. But, you know, still. So, we'll see. All right, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to make this a very, very quick vlog. I just wanted to come on here. I just wanted to come on here and tell you about how Isaiah tried to prank me, but it backfired on him. I mean, he did get me pretty good. I was hysterical at first, I'm not going to lie. That is something that I wish they would have filmed. Me sitting there crying as I'm cleaning up. And Isaiah was like, Mom, what's wrong? And I'm like, we have a whole family of mice. And he's laughing, and I'm like, what the fuck are you laughing about? This is not funny. Oh, God. Anyway, stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you. Do as I say, not as I do. Bye.
I didn't say I didn't warn ya.